Hey, what is up, guys? And welcome back to another Magic the Gathering online league. We're back with Eldrazi Ramp on the play for game one. Suppose their opponent was last seen playing Storm, which means my game one against them is god awful. But we'll find out. Wooded Foothills, definitely Storm possible. I'm gonna have to hold this K command for potential Ral. I'd love to see a Soul Land, of course, because we want to basically just ramp in this Emrakul. If we can play that Emrakul, we might be okay. Forest, Sprawl, kind of like a Soul Land. We'll go for red. There's a world where this K return could be relevant. Opponent's tinking. Not sure what they're thinking about. If it is Ruby Strom, there's not much they would interact with. Pass. So this would be x equals 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Be short 3. We would be able to play the Ugin, but I'm not sure that's going to be enough. Methinks opponent might be multitasking, so we're going to pause once our opponent begins to take their turn. Alright, opponent's back. Surveils, land to yard, we'll pass in full. Eighth, what? Oh, Aether Hub. Why an Aether Hub? Opponent's list plays 2. They play Wheel of Potential? Each player may exile their hand and draw X cards. If X is 7 or more, you may play cards you own exile this way until... You may play cards you own exile this way until the end of your next turn. Huh. Okay. Oh, that definitely is not something I would have expected. Also, Galvanic Discharge main? Fascinating. Well, I will draw Talisman. Sanctum. We could play the Talisman and still hold up X2 for Ral. I'm tempted to do so. Because then we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Still be short 3. So I'm not sure it's really too relevant. Probably better to have K command X3 for graveyard if needed. But they go Medallion instead of Ral, of course. Elegant Parlor Surveil. Keeps it on top. Paying cost for Medallion. I mean, would love to find World Breaker here to get rid of Medallion, right? But pause on end step. K command, ramp scry draw. And done. Rumble, there's the World Breaker. Ice Till. I'm going to say no to the Ice Till. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But we don't have double green. I mean, we still go, I think, top, draw. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm thinking we go Talisman, then World Breaker. World Breaker, the Medallion. Yes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think we go that route. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Talisman. Breaker. Break Medallion. I'm going to say no to the Sanctum. Yeah. Well, it does add a card to Yard, but I still think the answer is no. We'll pass. And pass. Not much else we can do here. Another one, of course. Only 4 cards in hand, though. Next turn we'll Rumble. Manamorphose. +1 draw a card. Ren's Resolve. Ritual. Ritual. 3 in hand. Ritual. Wish. Pith. Yeah. Ritual. Manamorphose. +2 draw a card. Or +1 draw a card. Strike it rich. Past in Flames Ritual. I mean, if you just wish here, yeah, just wish here Grape Shot, then Past in Flames, Grape Shot, you win. Uh-huh. Down to 5. And that's leaving you with how many? Yeah, enough for Past in Flames Grape Shot. I mean, we did what we could. We'll concede. Alright. Lost for game 1. Let's bring in Trinisphere, Bauble, Cage, Nature's Claim, Ice Till out, K Return out, Ghost Quarter Gemstone out, Cavernous Souls out, Chrysalis, and a Sire 7 Deaths out. Run it back. Yeah, we tried. We tried our best. Unfortunately, it was not good enough. On the play for game 2, I'll keep wrangling for something off these rumbles. Forest, Sprawl, Red, Pass, Pass. Probably should have went green in retrospect. Draw. Talisman. Rumble. I suppose lab, question mark? I also realized I could have sequenced this better. If I would have went Temple or Talisman, Wooded Foothill, Sprawl, Green, we then could have rumbled. No, I guess we have only one rumbled then. Still could have sprawled earlier. Forest. Talisman. Sprawl. Green. Pass. This way I can have K command next turn. We can rumble as well, dig deeper. And Ren's Resolve. Lands, draw, Nature's Claim. I will cast Rumble, Emrakul, Ugin Lab, Imprint, and Hold. So we can Nature's Claim, a Medallion, or exile a Ral. Arid Mesa Fetch down to 19. Blood Moon, that is fine. Go to end step. Nature's Claim. K command. So that will be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I'm going to say bottom, top, draw. Draw 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Return Emrakul to hand. Tis an Emrakul. And opponent scoops it up. We'll take the win. Alright. We'll bring back in Gemstone, trim the Rumble, and run it back. Would love to see a Trinosphere here. No Trinosphere, but we do have an early K command. I'll keep. Pitch, Stomping Ground, and pass. Draw. Bobble. Stops Ral's alt. And pass. Scouting Tarn fetch. I'd love to see a temple here so I can kick, but I need to just hold the K command. Medallion, draw, breaker, play the Verdant Cat, and hold. Ren's Resolve, Piff, Manamorphose. Bloodstained Mire, draw, or fetch, Sacred Foundry Shock. Manamorphose, draw card. Basically, we're going to have to hold to then exile 3 cards in yard before Piff resolves. Impulse. Do you have a ritual? I guess you can impulse one more time. Impulse. No ritual, though. Do you have a ritual in hand? Impulse. So I could K command here. I'm not as worried about Ral. We can get rid of Medallion until the end of your next turn. So Piff will still be in yard then, right? end step. So if that's the case, they can still piff. That's concerning. If we get rid of the Ruby Medallion, I think we'll do this. Grab a Forest, K command, because we can Bajuka Bog. And done. There's Trinisphere on top of which. Bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, we'll have 9. So we can go. But then we can't Bajuka Bog, but I think that's. Or we can't Bajuka Bog. I mean, Trinisphere is probably the more important piece here. I'll say bottom, top, draw. Draw Shifting Wood. Kick Myco. So now we can Bajuka Bog on top of which. Bajuka Bog. You. And Trinisphere. Next turn we can World Break, a Sacred Foundry. Maybe I should have kept the Myco in retrospect. But this might just lock him out the game as is. And pass. The Bobble can be cracked, more likely than not. They don't have a land drop here, then they can't play anything. Okay, there's our land drop. They can cast one spell, as it currently stands. And they do destroy Trinisphere. Shifting Wood can become Trinisphere, which is very relevant. We might just get there, but yeah, definitely should have kept the Myco spawn in retrospect. Along with the Trinisphere, the land destruction is very relevant. Prismatic? No. Wouldn't it be the right colors? You only have Convergence 2. Meltdown. Alright. Utopia Sprawl for green. Go to combat. Swing for 3. Go to upkeep. Shifting Woodland. Target Trinisphere. And pass. Medallion. And draw. Another Trinisphere. Go to combat, attack. Cast Trinisphere. And pass. And pass. Draw. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Sacred Foundry. And Pwn scoops it up. We got the win. Ooh. All right. We'll be back for match number 2. All right. We're back for match 2 on the draw for game 1. We'll keep this hand. Pitch the Bog. Actually, pitch the Bog or pitch the Lab? I like the Bog from Myco, but there are some instances where it might be best in hand. Underground Mort. Haven't seen Mortuary in a hot minute. Oh, it's Samwise. It is Samwise. So we're gonna have to hold up this K command. Is it a Sam? We need to crack the Windswept Teeth first, of course. Young Wolf, okay. Draw. Eldrazi Temple. And hold. 3, 4, 5, 6. Short one, Ugin. Ugin is pretty significant in this matchup, too, though they can combo around it. Surveil Might to Yard. Is Might normally in Sam? I don't think so. This might just be Yogg. Weird. It's almost Soul Cauldron, my guess would be. End step. Just gonna hold. Draw. Temple. Hold command. Bowmaster. Target me down to 18. We'll draw. Or rather, they'll draw. Attack 3 down to 15. So definitely not Sam. Looking more like Yogg. End step. K command. Ramp and scry draw. Done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm thinking Stomp Bottom, Sanctum. Thinking top, draw. Trigger targets, sack, and draw. Return Ugin to hand. So we can cast Ugin, exile Bowmaster. Actually, probably exile the young. Yeah, probably exile the Bowmaster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sanctum. Sanctum trigger Ugin, target Bowmast. Yes. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll go with Myco. And I'm going to 0. Cast Myco, exile Young Wolf. And I think at this point, going Commercial District's probably fine. Yield all, Chrysalis top, and pass. Windswept Teeth, fetch, surveil. Paying cost for endurance. Hits my yard. Sure, that's fine. I'll pass. I mean, currently you can't kill Ugin even if you dispatch the Myco. Definitely feels like Yawgmoth. Because yeah, I'm pretty sure Sam doesn't play Bowmast. No, maybe it is Samwise. Wild. So we're gonna definitely need to hold up this K return then. Thankfully, I don't think they can get to the win at this point. Well, no. They're very close though if a quarter calling. And attack at Ugin. I'll gladly block. Cauldron Familiar. Yep, Samwise. I guess maybe they're playing Bowmaster in order to play around Blink. That would be my initial thought. And we'll scoop it up. We'll take the win. Alright. So this is Samwise, which I don't believe is... Yeah, it's not on my sideboard guide anymore. Unholy Heat, Grafdigger, Cage. I want to say that's probably it. Counter Souls out. Rumble out. We could probably trim a 7-mana value spell. They run Endurance, Emrakul gets trimmed. And then maybe an Ice Till here? Either that or Chrysalis. Neither one necessarily do a lot, but I think Chrysalis is fine to trim here. Ice Till at least can act as a potential finisher by stripping them of lands. Sure. We have Heat. Into a K command later. We'll keep. Pass. Tis a goose. Draw. Misty. Wooded Foothill. Forest. Sprawl. For red. And pass. And pass. Sack for black. Thoughtseize. Probably takes the K command here. I guess they could take the Talisman. Not as a thought, but they definitely should take the K command. Because if I draw 7 mana value spell, they're not going to be all too happy. Yep. K command out. Birthing Writ. Yep. Sack Goose for Bowmast, trigger target, and draw. Tuck the Emrakul, play the Talisman. I almost wish I put this on green so I could have Ice Tilled. The thought crossed my mind. Hold up the Unholy Heat. We'll take 2 down to 16. Another Birthing Writ. Okay. Yeah, they can make use of the tokens as well. Because they do have a ton of 1 mana value spells. Carrion Feeder, Cauldron Familiar. Gilded Goose, etc. Speaking of the Cauldron Familiar. Sacking that 4. If you grab the Sam, I'm going to heat it immediately. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. And heat. Fetch, Windswept Teeth. Do you have a protection spell? No shot. Dryad Arbor makes a food. Cauldron Familiar makes a food, but you don't have a way to combo, thankfully. Draw. Ice Till, Wooded Foothill, mill a card, fetch for a Stomping Ground, tapped, mill a card, Wooded Foothill, mill a card, and hold and pray you don't get the combo here. Yeah, because all I need is Sam plus a sack outlet. End step, trigger, yield all. I almost wish this was Mana Valley X +1, kind of like Vanifar. There's Sam. Did you find the sack outlet? Yeah, I'll concede. Oofta. I'll bring back in the Rumble, trim the Gemstone, run it back. On the play for game 3. Lacking green, but we'll keep. Play the Temple and pass. And pass. A run Tomb Shock for Cauldron Familiar. So we're going to exile the Cauldron Familiar off the bat. Forest. Rampant Exile. Done. Pass. And pass. I guess I should hold in case of a Bowmast. Thoughtseize takes Rumbler Myco. I'd imagine the Myco. What say you? Yep, might go down. Surveil. And passing draw. There's Cage. Rumble. A second Cage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want the Cyrus 7 Death. Cast Cage. We would like an untapped land, however. I almost wonder if I should have played the Bajuka Bog over the Ghost Quarter. I guess we play the Cage, though, so probably not. Beseiju. Carrion Feeder. And Birthing Ritual. Well, thankfully we have the Cage on board, so moot point. Does opponent know that, though? Opponent does not know that. Cage says no, opponent. You cannot do that. The beautiful part of Grafdigger's Cage. Ugin, short, Bajuka Bog, target you, and pass. Next turn we can Sire, though I'd love to Ugin. Draw, Maiko. In that case, I'm going to kick. Kick Tomb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tuck the Sire and hold. Because I'd love to be able to get rid of the Birthing Rid off board. Even though we have the Cage. Young Wolf. And Familiar. Ritual. Don't sack it again, please. It'd be a bad decision. Draw. Sprawl. I will cast Ugin. Ugin sack or exile the Cauldron Familiar. Opponent will scoop it up and we'll take the win. Alright. We'll be back for match number 5. Or number 3. Played too much Magic today. We'll be back for match number 3. Alright, and we're back for match number 3 on the draw for game 1. Gemstone Caverns, pitch, K, return, and pass. Pluto Delta, fetch 19-4, Watery Grave Shock, and a Preordain. Feeling more Murktide. Bottom, draw, and draw. Ghost Quarter, Talisman, and pass unless you have a force. Opponent has a force. Pitches a Preordain. We'll pass. He's a frog. Soul Land. Ice Till. So, how do I want to do this? Bajuka Bog, target you. I suppose, yeah, we just have to pass. I'd really love to be able to, I guess, okay. So there's a strange world where I can Ghost Quarter Bajuka Bog for Sprawl, but I think we're going to hold off on that idea. We'll just pass. Hi, sir. Yes, hi, Butter. We'll hold off chance it's relevant in case they play, let's say, a Harbinger. Unlikely, but we'll see. Frog will connect. My fetch here. Watery Grave Shock. Yeah, Butter. Watery Grave Shock. He's outside my door yelling for some reason. Well, the reason's because he wants attention. Oh, Kaido. That is a Kaido. This is Murktide. Kaido surveils draws, so definitely Murk. Definitely off to a slow start. And draw. Would love to see a untapped land. Perfect. And since it's a green source, I don't even need to do the Ice Till shenanigans. Ice Till. Do you have a subtlety? No subtlety. Yield all. Temple. Misty Rainforest, fetch. Forest. Mill. For red. And pass. So next turn we can Sire 7 Death. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Short 1. So they do get rid of ice still. They can stop me from casting either K command or Kaida will attack. Kaida will get in, no blocks, down to 13. Surveil. Tamiyo. Holding up counter magic. Temple. Temple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How do I want to proceed here? I can K command the Tammy or use K command as permission, is my thought here. Otherwise, I can Cyrus 7 Death. The thing is, I know for a fact that they likely won't counter the K command on its own. I'm gonna pass. No attacks. Kite having hexproof is annoying. Combat. I'll take the 4 down to 9. Tamiyo triggers. They can theoretically flip the Tamiyo. Draw a card. Or Surveil to draw. And draw a card, trigger Tamiyo. In response, I'm going to scry draw exile attempt. Actually, play around a spell pierce. As strange as that sounds. And done. There's the counter spell. Tammy will trigger and plus. Polluted Delta, fetch down to 11, swamp for Fatal Push. Dreams of Steel. Oh, that's annoying. Yes. Takes the Sire, takes the Talisman. End step. They might not have any more basics left, or if they do, they might have just one more. I will draw. Sprawl. Ghost Quarter, target Hollowed Fountain. Ghost Quarter, mill. Target Watery Grave. Ghost Quarter, mill. Target Watery Grave. Sprawl. This is for red. I suppose for red again. And go to combat. Swing at Tameo. Tameo will trigger. And we'll pass. And pass. We're definitely in danger of losing here, though. I need to draw into something. Kaido will attack down to 5. Tameo will plus, I'd imagine. Yeah, that Dreams of Steel and Oil was brutal. I was banking on that Sire landing. Shoot the Sheriff. Tameo plus and Tameo. Surveil. I need to draw into something like Ugin, Devourer, draw. Alright. Do I even Windswept Heath fetch? Yes. Windswept Heath fetch. Down to 4. We're gonna force check. And done. And I'll concede. Not much we could do about that. Alright, let's go sideboard. Let's see here. Heat in, bobble in, return out, gemstone out, trim a chrysalis. No, trim a 7 mana value. The Emrakul, as they normally bring in some form of grave hate. Alright. Yeah, we just need that sired at board, but they found the Dreams of Steel. So unfortunate. And also have the forces back up. Because, yeah, if that K return resolved, he would have been off to the races. On the play for game 2, I will keep Shifting Woodland, pass, and pass. Watergrave Shock, Thoughtseize, Tameo. Do we force check? No reason to force check just yet, I don't think. I guess we're force checking regardless, but no reason to go after Tameo just yet. Myco Spawn. And pass. And pass. Go to combat. Investigate. No blocks. Don't have to worry about Kaido just yet. Land for turn and passing draw. Do I go for the kicked Myco here? I'm going to use K command as permission. Breaker and pass. They have a consign up, I can tell, since they didn't fetch the polluted delta. Investigate. paying cost for Preordain. One top, one bottom draw, Preordain. Tamiyo, in response, I'm going to scry draw exile. And done. Play around Spell Pierce, Polluted Delta, fetch. Consign a memory. It is an island and consign. And we'll pass in full. And draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Play a Forest Sprawl. Force, pitching Subtlety. Kick, Mycospawn. I think I might want a Bajuka Bog here. Gets rid of Consign and Yard. Bajuka Bog. Target you. Pass. And pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tamiyo plus. Do you have a blocker? Fledge Strand. And Harbinger. Draw. Rumble. Go to combat. Attack at Tamiyo. Trigger. Do you block? No block. Rumble. Talisman. Cast Talisman. Cast Talisman. And pass. And pass. Tamiyo plus. Harbinger attacks. No blocks. Down to 18. Land. And draw. Go to combat. Attack at Tamiyo. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Play the lab. Exile Harbinger or the Tamiyo. I think I need to get rid of the Harbinger at this point. Yield all. Draws a card. Does the body hit board? Counterspell. Strix Serenade's fine. And we'll pass. I mean, we'll be able to attack down the Tamiyo. Surveil. Counterspell to Yard. 2 cards left in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, leaving 1, 2, 3. Not enough to do both Shifting Wood and Worldbreaker. We need what? 12. Tamiyo picks up the Counterspell. And Tamiyo. We're not casting Worldbreaker then, but I think I'm still going to return it to hand regardless. Actually, I guess I'm not playing it. There's no reason to. Then it plays into a Thoughtseize. We'll draw. Isa Chrysalis. That we can play, though. No, actually we can't. In that case, shifting woodland, target devourer, green, green, and 1, 2. Players around your interaction, targeting devourer. Sure. In that case, that will resolve. And I will instead attempt to cast Chrysalis, which will get consigned. Or not consigned, counterspelled. Or, yep. Yield all. Go to combat. Attack at Tamiyo. Attack at Tamiyo. Tamiyo is down. And pass. Attack. Investigate. You could flip this Tamiyo once again. Cling the Dust is escape 5. So currently short on escaping. Ping cost, draw a card. If you flip the Tamiyo, it'll be too big for the spawn and the owl. So I'll probably shifting woodland again. Well, I guess I can do both. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, we can. Do you flip the Tamiyo, friend? Ping cost for betrayal. Rude. I will sacrifice a spawn then. End step. Return Worldbreaker to hand. And draw. I will cast Worldbreak. Worldbreak will break. Watery Grave. Combat. Attack all at you. Down to 14. You can attack with Tamiyo and then flip it if you really wanted to. But that'd be your entire turn. Though you would draw 2 cards, admittedly. No attacks. Land for turn. 1 in hand. Draw. Hold up the K command. Go to combat. And I guess just block the owl. Bowmaster. Targets. Myco. Sure. Double block. K command. Exile ramp. 1, 2. And done. Fetch. shock. Draw a card. Resolves. Damage. And Bone scoops it up. Did not even want to know what we're casting. Gemstone in, Rumble trimmed, and let's see if we can get there for game 3. Interesting hand. I will keep reveal, exile, pass. Draw, forest, sprawl for red, sprawl for green, and pass. Would love to see a 7-minute value spell here, or honestly any castable. You have plenty of hits off top. Draw. In retrospect, maybe I should have pitched the lab. Myco spawn. Yield all. For a temple. Stomping ground tapped. And pass. Hold in case we need to cycle the K command. If you attack, I'm going to block. Unless you want to fetch pitch one. Nope, I'll block. Pitch a polluted delta. Pitch one more. Pitch a Kaido. 3 cards in hand. End step, draw. We'll play a lab. No imprint. Hold K command. Not fetching the polluted delta. Tells me I have a force in hand, I think. Take the 3 down to 17. Into combat and end step, draw, cast Talisman, and hold K command. Not finding anything right now, and that's a bit concerning. Because I want to play this K command as permission, but currently they're just holding back mana for counter magic. The problem is Frog just draws them into more counter magic, making it harder for us to justify holding this command. Draw, Emrakul. Play the lab. No imprint, and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Blue Delta fetch. Surveil. Keeps it on top. I do wonder if I should have imprinted to play around with Seize effect. Want to pitch 2 cards. Pitch Subtlety. I'm going to K command. Scry drop exile. Done. Consign. I'm sure they have another. We'll pass in full. I guess tucking the Emrakul demonstrates that I could play it. 6 in hand. Down to 10. Do they have another consign is the question. Paying cost. Damping Sphere. Damping Sphere actually does not do too much here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We would need a untapped land. And cast everything in our deck. That is the best untapped land I could have asked for. Name Eldrazi. Our turn Comrade, unless you have a consign. You have a subtlety. You have a consign for the trigger, but not for the body. Alright, you'll need a edict effect. Like strategic betrayal. Frog. Okay. I just need to draw into threats now. Draw. That surely is a threat. Attempt to exile Frog. Frog down. Go to combat. Swing for 13. Down to 5. Lethal's on board. Did we get there? Cling. Draws a card. Bone scoops it up. We got there. That Cavern Souls was clutch. With that being said, we'll be back for match number 4. Alright, we're back for match 4 on the draw for game 1. Reveal Devourer and pass. Arid Mesa. Fetch 19. We're going to see a Ragavan on turn 1. I swear to God. Sacred Foundry Shock. Ragavan. Hollowed Fountain Shock. Tamiyo? Tamiyo. Okay, so it looks like it is Jeskai control. Thinking we go with Wooded Foothill here. Yeah. Commercial District Surveil. Temple Top Pass. Next turn, Temple Rumble. Set up for Chrysalis and or Ice Till. Trying to angle to the Ugin. We'll use Devour early on as bait for any counter magic they might have. Tamiyo trigger and draw. Temple. Rumble. Does Rumble resolve? Rumble resolves. There's Myko. Take the Myko and pass. We can kick Myko, go for a Cavern of Souls would be pretty nice here. We'll pass, though I guess I should hold in case they flage, yeah. 'Tis a non-zero chance. Tamiyo attacks. Triggers. End step, draw. Let's take a look at their list again. They play Spell Snare, Force. They play Consign. They also play Flame. 4 Orange Chance, ugly. So I'm tempted to go Ice Till here. Try and play around Consign the Memory. go Forest, Ice Till. They could be playing a Subtlety, but they would have to evoke it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stomping Ground tapped. Mill a card. Next turn we can devour Cavernous Souls. If this sticks on board, that would be nice. 3, 3. The fresh hell's this? Did they mistap? Is this gonna be a Flame of Anor? Probably. Otherwise, what the hell do you have at instant speed for 2 white, 1 red? Yeah, it has to be Flame of Anor and they mistapped. Blue, red, white, flame. Deal 5, draw 2. Flip Tameo? I guess not flip Tameo. They haven't drawn an extra card. But yeah, definitely deal 5, draw 2. Nope. Makes sense to me. And pass. Next turn we have Devourer. Attempt to get rid of this Tameo, especially if they flip it. Unfortunate that we see the Cavernous Souls in yard. Tameo will attack. Make another clue. Opponent has so many clues over there, playing an entirely different game. Crack a clue, draw a card, 7 in hand. Fetch, crack a clue, draw a card. I'm doubtful you would allow me to play without fearing a consign, right? Draw. Shifting Wood's pretty good. We could Shifting Wood for the Ice still. Continue to play around consign. Shifting Wood. Target Ice Till. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Cavernous Souls, name Eldrazi. I guess I could have attacked. Yeah, that would have been wise. Try and deal some damage. Should have tapped the temple. Mill a card. It's a bug. We'll pass. So now we can resolve bodies without having to worry about them getting countered. Well, the fact that I haven't seen an Orange Chant yet is a miracle, I think. Draw a card. 8 in hand. Do you have a Solitude you want to evoke? Yep, that's fine. The Shifting Woodland and the Ice still did its job. And pass. So now we're going to be able to have bodies at board. Get rid of this Tameo. And or set up blockers at least. Draw a card. And do we flip the Tameo? I feel like if you flip the Tameo, you probably have an Orange Chant in hand. Yep. So you must have an Orange Chant in hand, would be my guess. Plus, and discard, pitch. What did you exile, by the way? Wrath the Skies makes sense. Draw. Somehow no Orange Chant. Wild. Temple. 1, 2, 3. Attempt to exile Tameo. Tameo down. Body hits board. Honestly, I'm shocked. I mean, they only run 2 Consign, but still. I was expecting either Orange Chant or Consign here. Revealed, finds a land. Tis an island. I'm sure I'll see that next turn. Here's the island. I also played 2 Isochron Scepters, so we're gonna have to bring in Nature's Claim next game. Flash. Could also be Flame. Flame, draw 2. Blue for Tameo. Draw. Myco. Let's start by going to attacks. Down to 8. Wooded Foothill, kick Myco. And one more. I will kick. You have triple red, triple white, triple blue. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I'll hit white sources. White blue seems right. You have Consign. Floats the blue. Yield all. You have enough for Flage, but not Flage Escape. I'll grab a Temple to hold up the K command. We could play Writhing Chris, but I'm gonna hold. Yeah. Blue, red. Face change. They could have a force in hands. I'm gonna hold the K command up. Red, bolt, discharge. Discharge resolves. I think there's like always just one turn away from getting Orange Chant locked at this point is the problem. Flame of Anor, draw 2, deal 5? No, you only run 2 flames, so this must be a Flage. To Fairy. Fetch. Forest. K command, scry draw exile. Exile, tempt the Tameo. And done. Let's say you, opponent. That the fairy on board scares me, though. Flare. Oh. Looks like the list that they're running right now is not the same list that they've run in the past. Interesting. Because Flare is definitely not in this list I'm looking at. Flooded Strand down to 6. Flage. Fable. Fascinating. Ghost Quarter. So, how do you want to proceed? I don't even know what the hell I'm playing against, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 minus 4 is 8, so we can play both the Myco and the Devourer. So, kick. And we're looking at triple white, 2 blue, 2 red. Or triple red. I'll take out blue red then. Try and squeeze them on colors. Grab the temple. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Grab Sanctum. Devour of Destiny. Do I care about Teferi right now? I'm going to say no, in fact. I'm going to get rid of the Fable to avoid you from pitching Flage. Yes. I'm going to grab Emrakul and pass. Lethal's on board. We'll pass. The Fairy Plus. Only sorcery they can play really is Wrath. They Isochron Scepter lock me. There's not much I can do. It's a Flage. Or not. Yep, it's a Flage. Helix Myco. What a weird list. Attacks. We'll block. So you can escape the Flage, sure. Discharge. That's fine too. Discharge? Yeah. Weird play, but okay. Draw. K-return. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Start with Chrysalis. Triggers. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I'm going to cast the Emrakul here. Our turn, comrade. Arid Mesa. Thundertrap Trainer. Almost like Jeskai Wizards. Weird. Arid Mesa. Fetch. Yeah, basically that's what it is. Jeskai Wizards, Orange Chant, 4 main, 2 Solitudes it looks like. No Isochron Scepters. What a weird list. And I guess I can just Elegant Parlor here. Set up your top deck. Though I guess I should have done that after I Thundertrap Trainered. So we'll go Thundertrap. Cast. Trigger. Teferi Wrath. We'll say no to both. And then I will haste Zflage, cast Zflage. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Helix, Thunder Trap. Treasure Sack. And then we'll Ghost Quarter blue now. Fail to find. Flage. Will attack. Trigger. Do I care about the Teferi? Not really, but we'll get rid of the Teferi now. Go to blocks. Block with Emrakul. Flage down. And pass. We can Ugin the Flage, which should still present... I guess we won't have lethal, actually. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have cared about the Teferi. Put him to 15. Teferi pluses. What do I care at that point? And there's Flage. Attempt to Helix Chrysalis. Should just Helix me, but Helix Chrysalis, trigger, heal it all. And draw. K command. I can't force, so I'm just going to ramp and exile. No, we'll just ramp Scry Draw. Ramp, Scry Draw. Not like they can do much about this. Crystal's gonna be bigger than Emrakul. And bottom, bottom, bottom. And Ugin. Ugin target. And yield all. Go to combat. Swing for 24. And that will be lethal damage. Cool. Let's go to game 2. So definitely a bit more like a Jeskai Wizards list. You saw Orange Chance still, so I do wonder if I need to bring in Nature's Claim in case of an Isochron Scepter on the side. We saw Force Flare and Solitude. Something in Vexing Bauble. Maybe cut the K returns at least. Trimmer Rumble. Bojuka Bog's fine. I think Unholy also has some merit. Trim what? Emrakul maybe? Yeah. We could consider claims, but until we see the Isochron Scepter and know it's there for certain, I think not bringing those in is fine. If we see the Isochron Scepters, then yeah, we'll bring in the Nature's Claim. We'll keep it. And pass. Might have to play around Charmal. Something to note. Tapped and pass. Surveil. And pass. 4. Trainer. Or did you mean the filter? Opponent's passing. Draw. Sprawl. Temple Rumble. I suppose I'll go the commercial district and pass. Reveal. Hallowed Fountain, hold in case of Flage, Helix. Blue, white, Thunder Trap. So Flare could be online. What do you find? Imagine they brought in another 2 consigns. There's Orange Chant. Kind of rude. So I'll play Orange Chant on my upkeep, I'd imagine. Honestly, I'm kind of okay with that. Really? You chose not to. Interesting. Red. Chrysalis. Why not play the Orange Chant? Makes me a bit concerned that I have an Isochron Scepter in hand. It's the only explanation that I have for them holding Chant. Next turn we have Ice Till. We can start Ghost Quarter looping. Interesting. Flame. Deal 5, draw 2. I mean, I'll sack the spawns that keep the Chrysalis. Trigger 1. 2. And 3. Resolve. Do you have a Mountain Discharge? You should phase change first. Okay, command, ramp scry draw. Forest to bottom, draw Chrysalis, pass. I guess I should hold. Do you play the Orange Chant this time? Fledged Strand fetch. Sacred Foundry shock down to 14. Orange Chant? Yes. There's the Orange Chant. Emrakul. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'll play the Ghost Quarter here and pass. Do I want to attack? Yeah, we'll attack. No block. There's no flare online. 7 in hand. Surveil. Flare to yard. Flage. Fable. Okay. Go to end step. Attempt a Ghost Quarter Thundering Falls. There's an island. We'll draw. Cavernous Souls, name Eldrazi. This is red. So green, red, 2. So green, red, 2. Guess 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Actually, yeah. Guess the Emrakul is probably the right play in retrospect. You can only counter the trigger. Yield all. Consign the trigger, but we get the body. Go to combat. Yeah, it's like this weird hybrid of like Jeskai control plus wizards. Very interesting. Next turn we can Chrysalis plus Ice Till, start Ghost Quarter looping. That is if we just don't win here. I mean, what are you trying to find at this point? Solitude to deal with Emrakul? May still have to deal with Chrysalis on board as well. There's Flage. I mean, you can Helix me down to 17. Four cards left in hand. Scouting Tarn fetch. Red, blue. I'd be shocked if my opponent isn't playing Charmaw. Red, blue. Blue. What are we tapping for? It feels like Flame of Anor. To fairy bounce. Emrakul, sure. Attack with the Goblin Shaman, hit me down to 18. Escape Flage. Feel like that would be correct. But then Flage will have to block Chrysalis, which feels pretty bad. And it also means you're tapped out. On 18. Escape the Flage, bring down to 15. Red, red, white, white. Escape Flage. White, blue. Red. What this? Red. Oh. There's a Charmaw I was expecting. Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we'll be short on Emrakul. Fair is fair. Tameo. Verdant Cat. Go to combat. Attack you. Block with the Tamiyo, sure. So how do we want to proceed here? So we could go 1, 2, 3, 4, Ice Till, Temple, Ghost Quarter. You don't have to guarantee the resolution of Chrysalis, which is nice. Green, red, 2. So green, red. We would have to play Lab, Imprint, Emrakul in order to make that work, and I feel like that would be a bit dangerous. So I feel like just going Chrysalis is probably correct. Yes. Chrysalis, yield all. Commercial District, Surveil. Misty Rain to Yard, and pass. And hold. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 next turn. Blue, 4, blue, blue. Red. Shaman, shaman, no wizard. Draw 3, sure. Leaving up white, white. You orange chant me? That's an option. Makes a treasure. I'll block. Goblin down. Okay. Blue, white. Thunder Trap. Sure. What do you find? Finds orange chant, so he will orange chant me after all. And orange chant. Sure. Talisman, play Verdant Cat, and pass. I will attack at you. You block. And I'll take 2. I suppose I'll take 8 as a result of me doing that. That's fine. It's a fairy plus. Red, red, blue. Or not. Red, white. We're gonna finally escape the flage. At least it's not a hasty flage. Red, red, blue. Another Charmal. Another Charmal. Okay. Charmal will hit Cavernous Souls. I'll float to make you sweat. And then Kiki Jiki will make a copy of Charmal. Tamiyo. Okay. Should really phase change before doing that. So you're gonna hold the Kiki Jiki to activate on my end step, probably? Okay. End step. Kiki Jiki. Why do it now, though? I guess as a blocker? Weird. Fetch. Forest. Devourer. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So, trigger 1. Trigger 2. Do you have a consign in memory? No consign. I'll attack you with Chrysalis. You should block with the token, not the real one. Yes. Kiki Jiki. Flame, Fable, Flasian Yard. Tameo. How does Flame read? Destroy target artifact. So we can go to main. We can do what? Slam, Charma. As oppose, we could flame. Something. Yeah. Minus to fairy, bounce something back. So at the very least, let's start with combat. Attack, attack. We block, and we block. Let's read Flame again. Oh yeah, Flame does read target player draws cards. That's kind of wild. So in that case, we'll Flame, target player 5 damage. Target player 5 damage at, we'll say, Reflections of Kiki Jiki. Actually, Tameo. We'll want Tameo down. So red, blue. I guess, no, do I want Reflections down? I think I want Reflections down. No, we're gonna bounce something. Yeah. Tameo down. Red, blue, white. I'll draw 2. Tameo down. Teferi minus on Kiki Jiki. Draws them a card. There's a Plains. We don't want to play that for them. And I suppose at this point, I'll just pass. Alright. Oh, you're right. Forgot about the Tameo for Legend Rule first. I'm not sure it's going to matter, but no, that's fair. Fable. Yeah, should have played the Tameo first. Do they have a Solitude? Go to combat. Attack with all. Alright, so here's the Solitude. Exile Emrakul. Block. But you die. Yep. Play the Gemstone. Sprawl. For green. Ice Still. Carousels. Name Eldrazi. Mill a card. Talisman. Talisman. And pass. And pass. I mean, you can pitch 2. I'm not sure. Unless you have the orange chant lock here, I'm not sure it matters. Lethal's very much on board. You can push yourself up to 10 with Flage. Play Tamiyo as a blocker since I didn't play it earlier. Thundertrap Offspring for 2 blocks. And then last card in hand should be Tamiyo, I believe. Unless, did you pitch Tamiyo? You may have pitched Tamiyo. Okay. I'll draw. Play Sanctum of Ugin, mill a card. I will then Devour of Destiny. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sanctum trigger, Devour Exile. Yes. Leaving behind 1, 2, 3, 4. $11. Emrakul. Second main. Alright, those still main. Temple. Mill. Emrakul. And then go to combat. You should be at 1. And we take control of your turn, we win. Okay, so you must have pitched the Tamiyo earlier. Thunder Trap, Fable Flip. Tempted to Fairy Bounce Kiki Jiki. I guess we could also just Flage it. There's no way for us to win here, right? Yeah, I suppose. It's a Fairy Bounce Kiki Jiki. Draw. Arid Mesa. Play the Arid Mesa. Fetch. And we got there. Alright. Solid. Yeah, definitely should have played the Tamiyo for the Legend rule. But beside that, I think we played that pretty tight. Alright. Well, we'll be back for match 5 and potentially the 5-0. Alright, and we're back for match 5 on the play for game 1. Yes, I will keep this. I will play... I think it's right to lab the Ugin here in case of a Seize effect. Of course, the Seize effect will hit the K command, but still. We'll hold. Windswept Teeth, fetch 19 for. Snow-covered Forest, Sprawl. Eldrazi ramp? Possibly. Draw. K return. Tempted the Ghost Quarter, set them back a turn, honestly. That is genuinely tempting. But it's on white. Snow-covered forest, white. Enchantments? Yeah, that's my next thought there, right? That there's enchantments. Huh. Interesting. Did we Ghost Quarter this? This one's weird. I think I make Ghost Court of this. Pass. Okay, command next turn. Setting them back a land I think is worth it here. Snow covered. Why is it all snow covered? If it's enchantments, why snow covered? Maybe just for the look? Windswept Heath fetch 18? Snow covered forest. Sprawl. For white. Sanctum Weather. We're going to exile that. Draw. Another K command. We'll ramp and exile since we have another K command as follow-up. So definitely enchantments, that's for sure. And pass. And hold. Yeah, I think there's snow covered just for the sake of them being snow covered. Greater Aromancy. Yep. So definitely enchantments. Horizon Canopy. And anything else? Destiny Weaver does have Shroud. We'll draw. Play the lab here. I suppose we're just going to angle for the Ugin and hope they don't play another Shroud effect. They shouldn't have counter magic. Draw a card. Yeah, it does look like genuine enchantments, which is interesting. Sterling Grove is a problem. So we need to get an Emrakul on board for me to interact with them then. That should be their last... Yeah, their last land and play for the turn. Oh no, they still have a land. Shock. Down to 15. I'll go to blocks before damage. Ramp Scry draw. Also, I think I'm going for Emrakul here now. And done. X equals 5. Wow, these top decks have kind of been garbage. Bottom. Bottom. 1, 2, so 5, 6, 7. Bottom, top, top, draw. Okay, so we'll play the Cavernous Souls, name Eldrazi. Return Ugin to hand. It is an Ugin. No target, sealed all. 0. No, 0 won't be enough. Yeah. Damn. Did I do that incorrectly? I may have sequenced that incorrectly. I may have been able to go Talisman Chrysalis first, because I had, what, 6 spawns? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 5. 5, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. I did do that incorrectly. Alright, well... Plus Ugin draw. Yeah, I sequenced that incorrectly. I should have played the Chrysalis first. I was thinking that, for some reason I had the thought that I could play the Ugin first, then the Chrysalis, but I missequenced. Yeah. Sterling Grove. Interesting. Sithis. Pass. That seems incorrect, right? Unless they have another Sterling Grove. Static Prison. Was not expecting that. I'll be real. Static Prison was not on the list of things I was going to see here today. Abundant Growth. But yeah, I definitely could have Talisman plus Chrysalis first, then Ugin. Take 2, draw, sprawl. I wonder if I should K-return here, honestly. Get rid of Sithis. That way they're kind of just drawing off the top. Talisman. At the same time, I kind of want to have blockers here. Number of enchantments. Yeah, I think having blockers here is probably correct. And then we can try and sequence the K returns later. In fact, if we find another red source, we can K return twice, get rid of Spinner and Sithis. And this Ugin will come back eventually. Unless they have more static prisons, I suppose. There's a Sterling Grove, okay. I guess they can go for another static prison, theoretically. Another Destiny Spinner. Yeah, if I find another red source here, this would be really nice. So one fetch, Stomping Ground, even though their Talisman will be good enough. Draw. Temple's not it. We'll still play it. Tempted to get rid of the Sithis, but I think I'm gonna hold. The fact that we haven't found a forest to forest equivalent's unfortunate as well. Static Prison. So we'll get Ugin back on their next turn. These don't have Trample, do they? Oh, they do have Trample and Haste. Oh, okay. That's a bit unfortunate. And you can make it into a land. Only one, it looks like. So you can do it once. Solitary Confinement. All damage to be dealt to you? Sure. That's fine. Land. Greater Oromancy. Okay, so they're fully locked in. Abundant Growth. Yep. Draw a card. What color are the lands? Okay, it just becomes an elemental creature with no color, it looks like. Forest. So we can sprawl for red. No reason to do anything else here. We can kill the Sithis. Yes, but we can't do anything else. I kind of want to hold up both K returns. Static Prison triggers. So Ugin's back on board. A sack Solitary Confinement. On Thin Ice. target creature, so you can hit the... Chrysalis. Yeah, that explains the Snowlands. The reason why I'm holding these K returns, because right now I can't deal with these Destiny Spinners, and the Destiny Spinners alone can possibly kill us. Whereas the 2 K returns do give us the ability to clear the Destiny Spinners and the Sithis. Whereas right now I have no other plan. But, because I don't think 1 Spinner activation's enough to kill me yet. They might want to be wanting to go for the Ugins. We'll see. Nevermore. Imagine you name Emrakul. All is dust. Yeah, it's fine. You can't activate Spinner. You can attack in for 5. That's fine. Utopia Sprawl. I mean, at this point, they might just deck themselves. We have 2 K returns. They go to the Spinner Sithis. Sanctum Weaver. Yep, just feed me more cards to kill. That's okay by me. Combat. All at Ugin. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We can play everything in our deck, so we're just going to go block and block. Ugin will take 1 down to 6. I will draw Talisman. Let's draw off Ugin. Shifting Wood. Man, my top decks have been hot garbage. Play the Shifting Wood. Cast Talisman. Trigger, no targets, yield all. And then, yeah, we're going to do this now. Green, red. Sanctum. Done. Yield all. And red. 1, 2. K return. Triggers. Yield all. Alright, Destiny Spinners are out. Ugin's at 8. We have Shifting Woodland online and K returns in Yard to re-trigger off of Eldrazi if we ever see one. But, I mean, Sterling Grove. Okay. I guess you can go for another Sithis. I would have expected you to go for Destiny Spinner, right? So you could have killed the Ugin? Am I crazy for thinking that? Sanctum Weaver, sure. It also can still die to combat damage as it stands. Static Prison, okay. I would love to see a 7-mana Eldrazi, for God's sake. Devour would be fantastic. Emrakul would be fine. Honestly, yeah, any of them would be fine at this point. Okay. At this point, they're going to deck themselves, right? I'm not crazy. Eldrazi. For God's sakes, man. What are these top decks? For green, I don't freaking care anymore. Pass. And pass. Static Prison trigger. Can you one-shot me yet with a Destiny Spinner? Like, what does this deck do? This deck, I feel like this deck just wins off of people giving up. Because right now I really just like sitting here going, okay, I'm not dead yet. If you play a Destiny Spinner and activate it, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, Sterling Grove, sure. You're gonna deck yourself soon. If I get an Emrakul, I'm gonna deck you by drawing all your cards. I want you to know that. When Subteeth fetch? You still have lands in this deck? Since when? Temple Garden? Shock? Okay. Do you have another Destiny Spinner? I imagine you play 4, right? That'd be crazy if you didn't. I feel, at least. 15. Yep, you have all the mana in the world. Do your thing, man. Sterling Grove. Destiny Spinner. Okay, there's the Destiny Spinner. So now, yeah, you should be able to win. Yep. Yep. Eyes dead. Why are you playing anything else at this point? Just play the Destiny Spinner. Yeah, please. Just play the Destiny Spinner, activate it, what, 2, 3 times, and you win? Mm-hmm. 15 enchantments, so you just need to do it twice. My top decks were so rough this game, holy hell. Like, look at this. I saw 2k commands, 2k returns. Yeah, and just nothing else but lands for days. What is this? Alright. Take 30? Okay, well now you're just being excessive. Enchantments. Lost for game 1. Alright. Let's go to sideboard. Fade from history. They won't expect that. So fade. K-Return, I guess, is okay. The Ice Tail loops feel kind of strange. Like Nature's Claim, Fade, maybe Unholy Heat. Could get rid of the Sithis. Of course, like, targeted removal feels bad here. Bajuka Bog can come out. Counter Souls can come out. Gemstone out, down to 21 lands. Yeah, the Ghost Quarter loops seem decent. The question is what I cut, though. Do I cut the K returns? Like, it hits the Sithis, it hits a Sanctum Weaver, but it misses the Destiny Spinner. Do I cut the Chrysalis here? Go Ice Till? Cut a Sire? I feel like Sire can theoretically play through. But either Sire or Emrakul. Sire, maybe 2 Chrysalis. Run it back like this. Yeah, that seems relatively fine. Let's run it back. The Fade from Histories will be an absolute house if they resolve. Nature's Claim, Sprawl, very top deck reliant, but it's early ramp and we have plenty of hits. We'll keep. As we can hit Chrysalis 1, Mega Spawn. I guess in that case, I mean, we're going Stomping Ground, Sprawl, green. So now we have access to Ice Till, Chrysalis, Mega Spawn, Cake Man X2, Rumble. Abundant Growth, draw a card, that's fine. Draw, Talisman, rip. Play Talisman, Temple, hold up Nature's Claim. Can I please stop drawing into mana and draw into threats? That'd be really cool right now. Because we can play 7 mana value spell next turn as it stands. Sithis, if so, we're going to Nature's Claim it. Otherwise, maybe Sterling Grove, which we probably still Nature's Claim it. Honestly, whatever they play, I'm going to Nature's Claim it. To be completely honest, it's getting hit by Nature's Claim. Destiny Spinner, Nature's Claim. Nature's Claim is basically just Swords of the Plowshares here. Sanctum Weather. Who would have thought? Nature's Claim. And draw. Okay, I know I said I wanted threats, but like, come on now. Guess I should have specified all threats but Emrakul. Play the temple. Pass. Dude, my draws this match have been so bad. I have what, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3 shy of Emrakul. Stomping Ground, Shock, 2 mana. What this? Sterling Grove, Shore. Draw. I'm so tempted to slam my head against the keyboard. What is going on? Imprint Emrakul. Pass. Hold on the off chance they attempt to Besage you my lab, I guess. Honestly, it would kind of help me at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. Return Emrakul to hand. Sure. I'm gonna draw into a freaking Devour K command. Watch. Rumble, thank God. Thank God it's castable. There's still Devour, but at least we do have double colorless. Yes. We'll take the Devourer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. No, because freaking Blood Moon. Right. F my life. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I should have grabbed the freaking land. Damn. Should have grabbed the land. I was forgetting about the Sterling Grove. I guess I can get rid of the Sterling Grove for what it's worth. Because I would have had 5 types in yard. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, we would have had Emrakul. Draw. Wooded Foothills. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, no point in me playing the Devourer right now, question mark? No. We'll pass. And just angle for the Emrakul. I swear, if they Nevermore the Emrakul now, I'm gonna cry. I guess they don't have the mana for it yet. I guess I should hold in case they decide to... Another Sterling Grove. Draw 2. Yeah, it was one thing I was just thinking Devour the Blood Moon, but forgetting that they have the Sterling Grove, the first one. Beseiju. Honestly, I should have probably Beseiju the Talisman. Draw. Land? Yeah. Emrakul number 1. Our turn, comrade. Unless you're gonna, like, surprise consign the memory me. Imagine. I'm surprised they didn't crack a Sterling Grove last turn for Nevermore, honestly. What? What is this? Oh, crack a Sterling Grove? Okay. What this? We have a talisman that we can static prison, so that's kind of fine. What do you find with Sterling Grove? Because I'm going to search through your deck. Because I can nevermore your own cards. Right? I'm pretty sure I can nevermore their own cards. Actually, how does Evermore read? Or Nevermore? I guess I'll find out when I Sterling Grove them. Reveals Abundant Growth. Sure. Spells of the chosen name can't be cast. So I can just name Destiny Spinner. I can name Static. I can play Static Prison. Can we somehow draw enough cards to deck them? I mean, each one would be one. I don't think so. Not without Sanctum Weaver, I don't think. If Sanctum Weaver is on board and could be tapped, I think we could. Abundant Growth. Enchant Land. How does this read? Whenever you cast an enchantment, that kind of sucks. So we definitely want to Nevermore. We'll draw. Abundant Growth. We could Abundant Growth our own land for double green. Yeah, that is true. That's the thing we could do. So white. I guess I'd need. So I only have 2 white. You could Abundant Growth. Because I want to get rid of their Static Prison. Yeah, I'm thinking Nevermore on Spinner. But I also want to get rid of this Prison. I also want to stack this Sterling Grove. There's so much I want to do here. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 1. Because I think I need to Abundant Growth their land to get rid of the Static Prison. So let's start with sack Sterling Grove. Let's take a look at your deck. What the fresh hell do you play? What is this deck even? Honestly, I'm... What? Okay, sure. Yeah, that sure is a thing that I see here. Huh. That's a big ol' huh. Stony Silence, Sterling Grove. So yeah, I think I need to Nevermore on... I'm gonna fail to find here. Definitely gonna fail to find. And then... White... I hate that fact that I'm gonna draw him so many cards, though. You can find growth to enchant both your and his land. Yeah, but I want to growth their land so I can play Static Prison on my Talisman is the point. So we're going to play Nevermore. We're going to draw cards. Yield all. Nevermore, name, Destiny Spinner. And then Abundant Growth. Oh, I've made a mistake. This taps for red. Oh, I have a forest, thank God. Ooh. Okay. Forest growth on, I don't know, Beseiju. Triggers. There's Sithis. Draw a card. Drawing so many cards for them. Static Prison, white. Draw cards. Sanctum Weaver. I'm afraid of them having an Emrakul. I'm not gonna lie. That Emrakul's scaring me right now. They're gonna go Sithis and draw so many effing cards. Cleanup. So I can pitch one. Sanctum Weaver. Goodbye, Sanctum Weaver. And we'll pass. Okay. So as long as they don't play Emrakul, we should be able to win. Sithis, draw 2. Oh god. I'm gonna get Emrakul'd. I'm gonna get Emrakul'd, and I'm gonna be so sad about it. I guess I only have one Greater Oromancy. Abundant Growth. How much mana do you have? Too much mana is the answer. Could only Evermore once, right? Because I almost feel like maybe I should have tried to go to Nevermore Emrakul, Nevermore Destiny Spinner. Because then how do they win, right? Maybe I should have went that route. That may have been the right route in retrospect. Once I saw the Emrakul, I should have tried to Nevermore both of them. Because now I think they're just trying to dig for Emrakul. Yeah. No, I think I messed up. I should have Nevermore Emrakul. They found a Static Prison anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna die to Emrakul. That's what's gonna happen right now. I'm gonna die to Emrakul. I should 1000% tried to Nevermore both Emrakul and Destiny Spinner, because then all they have is like Sithis beats, and that's it. But they're just gonna draw like 1,000 cards to find the Emrakul, and they're gonna have the mana to cast it next turn too. What a wild time. Could I have been able to? So, white, white, red. I feel like I didn't have enough mana to do so, though. I needed 4 white. No, I don't think I had 4 white mana at the time, though. And I don't think I had enough green at the time either to get there. No, if I had, because I did draw into the snow-covered forest. If I had played it a bit smarter, then I think I could have if I Sterling Grove for Abundant Growth. And then, yeah. I think I could have gotten there. Or I could have named both of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, they're not to Emrakul yet. I guess this is one way they don't deck out, right? They get the Emrakul, they pitch it to cleanup, they then put their graveyard back in the hand. I guess that, yeah, that does actually work. Draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Holy hell. We can play something. Never in my life did I think that was possible. Greater Oromancy. Draw a card. Mycospawn next turn. Do I get a next turn? We'll find out. Static Prison triggers? I mean, you have to be careful. You're drawing 3 cards a turn right now. And you don't have enough for Emrakul. Your Sprawls will be mana neutral. You can't use a Destiny Spinner. So I think we're okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 at most. So yeah, I don't think you can get to 15. So we're okay there. We can kick your land with the Utopia Sprawls. Okay, no we can't anymore. We'll have to first get through a Sterling Grove. Also, I don't have green, I just realized. What is this? No, there's the Greater Oromancy now. We can kind of play around this, though. I think we can deck them next turn. I think we can deck them. Unless they pitch the Emrakul here. Sanctum Weaver? We can deck them. We can do it. If they pitch the Emrakul, we can do it because we're going to take control of their turn. 1 card left in deck. They can't play any more enchantments. You have to pitch the Emrakul. I think we win here. I think we win here by decking them with their own deck. What a wild effing game. End step, clean up, pitch Emrakul, put your yard back in the deck, right? That has to be the plan. Yep, there's the Emrakul. Okay. Okay. We'll draw. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 minus 4 is 11, so I can't kick Maiko. But I could go 4, 5, actually no, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 15, no I can't, so okay. We will then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 0 Ugin. Trigger, no targets, yield all. Our turn, comrade. And guess who's gonna deck you if you're on deck now? Draw. So we are going to go to main. Static Prison, trigger. Yes, I'll pay for that. Okay, so we are going to play Utopia Sprawl here for green. Triggers. Until end of turn. Until end of turn. Until end of turn. Because Utopia Sprawl is mana neutral. And then we're going to play, for white, we'll say. We're going to play Enchantress Presence. So we'll go, I guess I'll tap for green, float the white, red, Enchantress Presence. Triggers. Resolve. We can then play, let's see, Temple Garden Shock. I guess not Shock. I want to play Nevermore. naming Emrakul just to dot my I's, cross my T's. So tap for, I suppose, green, white, white, Nevermore. We'll use the white. I should guess the green. Nevermore. Yield all. Name Emrakul the Aeon's Torn. Play Enchantress Presence. Green, red. Enchantress Presence. Triggers. Yield all. Play a Static Prison for white. Always yield, always yield. ETB targets the Talisman. Cast Sterling Grove. And then cast Static Prison. And we got there. I didn't even need a Sanctum Weaver. What in the hell is this match? What is going on? Someone please explain. I'm gonna run it back. I don't even know what's happening anymore. I'll be real. So I need to keep him up 15 mana. That much is clear. Destiny Spinner cannot hit board, and neither can Emrakul Aeon's Torn. Criminy. Sure. Keep. Pass and full. Need green sources. Abundant Growth. Draw. Draw. Forest. Sprawl. Red. Pass. Pass. Temple Garden. Tapped. White. Static Prison. Draw. Emrakul. Cast Rumble. Micah Spawn. Temple. Pass. Hold. White, white, Nevermore. Naming. Emrakul the Promised End. Yep. Figured that was going to be the case. Draw. Temple. Kick. Kick Myco. Hit your snow-covered forest. Grab a Shifting Woodland. Pass. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes. This should be the 5-0. I think we're locked in because we're gonna Nature's Claim this Nevermore on end step. White, Greater Auramancy. We'll get the Nature's, the Nevermore. That result. Oh, yeah. We'll let the Greater Auramancy. That was a mistake on my part. Yes. Nature's Claim. Greater Auramancy. Draw. K command. Imprint, Emrakul, and go to combat. We have K command. Yeah, should have hit the Nevermore. We would have had the Emrakul. Sterling Grove. That will resolve. End step. K command. We still have a Fade in deck, so we can get rid of the Nevermore at some point, but we should still be good here. X equals 8. There's Ugin, there's Nature's Claim, there's Fade. Perfect. So, how do I want to proceed here? I don't think it honestly matters. We want Fade. Honestly, I think I just take Fade and Sanctum. Fade Sanctum should be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, Fade Sanctum. Bottom, 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 bottom. Top, top, draw. Beseiju. Kind of rude. So, yes, that's fine. Yes. Commercial District. Surveil. We'll just hold on to the Fade then. I mean, their timer's in a rough spot right now, regardless. Devourer to yard. Draw. K command. Devourer. Green, green. 1. Combat. Swing for 9. Have a big old K command at the ready. And also Fade sitting in the wings. Static Prison, target, Sowing Myco. Sure. Stomping Ground, tapped. Go to end step. K command, ramp, scry draw. Just need to make sure I don't time out at this point. X equals 9. Bottom, 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 top, top, draw. Ugin, kick. Green, red. Kick. Yield all. For forest. Devourer. Go to combat. Attack. Lethal damages on board. Pass in full. Sterling Grove. For rest in peace. Sure. Rest in peace. Draw. trigger, exile, static prison, yield all, plus talisman, or temple combat, and pass in full, and lethal's on board. We have fade to get rid of a blocker, not to mention his K return, draw, plus devourer, Ugin, devourer, yield all, combat, swing of everything including the spawns because we can, and we got there. Jesus Christ. What was that match? What in the hell was that match? I have no words. I have no words for what that match was. Oh, my brain hurts. It's 4 a.m. But we got there. We got the 5-0. Our first trophy for the season. We've been performing really well this entire season, but that is the first trophy for Eldrazi Ramp so far this season. We're sitting at a 61, almost 62% win rate across this season so far with this version. That was excruciating. And I definitely could have played that so much tighter, but I would have had to think so much more and would have had to play my clock. I'm so glad I didn't, because we somehow ended up at more of a time deficit than our opponent. Wild. Okay. Well, with that being said, that there will be the end of tonight's YouTube video. As always, if you did enjoy it, please do consider hitting the like button. Comment down below if you did see the lines that I missed and mistakes that I made, or any general feedback. Be much appreciated. For as much that I hope you'll learn from me in both my successes and failures, I hope I can learn from you all as well. However, if you do want to watch these videos recorded live over on Twitch, you can find me there Sundays through Thursdays at 10 p.m. CST and Fridays and Saturdays at 8 p.m. CST for the weekend challenges. Otherwise, you can head over to my Patreon where you can watch these videos ad-free and early. With that being said though, folks, I will see you next time. Bye-bye!